So let's talk about what happened last time. So I think I'll be doing episodes of the stream. Sure, if you watch the stream, like a tea party most thorny.
Yep, here's the room, and it's empty and waiting for us as promised. Navia is such a good person.
Snaggle, no one's around.
Now that the serial disappearances case has been solved, no one's going to come after us for anything. Even without Silver standing guard, we can just completely relax. Why don't we stay and rest up here for a while? Even Machines and Fontaine? Oh, come on! This place isn't that bad. Oh, fine. Remember that detective story Paimon read before? Well, the author is about to release a new book, so Paimon wanted to buy it as soon as it came out and have a quiet place to read it. Yippee! Then it's agreed. Come on, let's get some sleep. Paimon didn't expect that style at all. Even though it's a detective novel, it's also like a social... no?
Excuse me, but do you know if the Traveler and Paimon are lodging here?
Huh? Who are you? Paimon doesn't recall seeing you before. Wait, you're not here to give us trouble, are you?
A blonde traveler and a chatty little fairy. Whew, looks like I found the place. Good thing I asked the Spina di Rosula. Seems they sent me the right way.
Hey, what do you mean by chatty? Paimon's always careful not to talk too much. Most of the time, anyway.
It's an honor to meet you both. I was sent from the Palais Mermonia. Monsieur Neuvillette wishes to see you. It seems he has something important to discuss in person.
Neuvillette? He wants to see us again already? Huh. We talked so much the last time we met. Has something happened since then?
I am not privy to the details. It would be best if you came to the Palais Mermonia and asked Monsieur Neuvillette in person.
If you say so.
Now that I've delivered the message, I'll take my leave.
Thanks! We haven't left the room for a few days, so we'll head over once we've freshened up a bit.
Now, you guys don't know how quickly I finished the mini story quest and kind of hang out.
Neuvillette! We're here! Did you want to see us about something? Huh? Why were you just standing there? You daydreaming or thinking something over?
Yes, I did send someone to fetch you. But as for what I'd like to discuss next, well, I still have some reservations.
Given that we've already made the trip here, you should just tell us. Bet you need us to help you with something, right?
I do indeed have something I'd like to ask you to do. However, you should wait until the situation is this. It has come to my attention that the Snezhnayan harbinger known as the Knave wants a diplomatic meeting with you, correct? I heard that she was originally from Fontaine, but for her to... I sincerely advise you to refuse her invitation outright.
I was about to attack Leo.
I'm sure you're aware that her purpose is most likely related to Child's recent predicament. We convicted one of the Snezhnayan harbingers in a court of law, but we have yet to provide any form of detailed report on the matter. This does indeed provide an opportunity for Snezhnaya to put pressure on us. I believe we should adopt an evasive stance until we can provide a proper explanation and have a preliminary plan on how to deal with the matter.
No,
I mean,
we shouldn't. I think we should agree to the meeting.
Oh?
No, I only wish for Genshin Impact.
Well, you see, we are the ones that owe an explanation. If we keep putting off the meeting, it could easily result in the problem escalating, right? It's like a fight between two friends. If they don't agree to see each other and talk in person, isn't it possible that the friendship could end entirely?
Though diplomatic relations between Fontaine and Snezhnaya could be considered as friendly, it is only superficially so. You wouldn't go so far as to say that our nations are friends, as you did in your example.
It was just an analogy. An analogy, okay?
Moreover, even if we were to talk in person, if we don't have sufficient information prepared, it is quite possible the result wouldn't be restored relations, but a complete falling out.
I don't think we should overthink those possibilities yet. Even if the logic of the divine is not immediately apparent, it's with the sides. You'll be at the meeting. If any problems do pop up, you'll have no problem navigating them.
I must clarify that interacting and communicating with people outside of court is not my cup of tea. It seems you think too much of me.
Oh.
But more importantly, when did I agree to join the meeting with you?
You mean you won't come? No, that won't do. I can't go to the meeting alone. You have to accompany me. I must take you
So
with
is
me.
this... So she's
Lady
like,
Farina, could
so-
there be something else regarding this matter that is being kept from me?
I guess we'll get
No, not
to
at
say
all.
something.
Look, I am the Hydro Archon of Fontaine, Focalor, the god of justice who is loved and adored by many.
Though it could officially be considered a diplomatic conference, I prefer to see our meeting today as an ordinary tea party.
Yes, she is,
I
guys.
assume you see it the same way, Miss Farina?
Welcome to Nave. The four of the two harbingers. I knew she was close to Clomina and
Lady Farina?
Yes, that's right. Just like you said, a tea party. I should thank you for providing the pastries. They look delectable. To make this tea party even more lively, I've invited someone else to join us today.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Monsieur Neuvillette. I was born in Fontaine, so naturally, there's no need to introduce the nation's revered Eudex to me.
Hello. The pleasure...
First, I would like to thank the two of you. I'm often away on business outside of Fontaine, and I'm told that the children of the House of the Hearth have been well taken care of by you. Oh, I'm not referring to when my children, Linny and Lynette, were falsely accused by you. Please don't misunderstand. The children of the House of the Hearth are often misunderstood, perhaps due to the reputation of the Fatui. There's no getting around that. All I meant to say is that Fontaine has been stable in recent years. The people are well off and the children lead happy, fulfilled lives. That is something truly worth cherishing, and no one wishes to disrupt such peace.
Now then, you have come regarding the matter of child, correct?
Well, yes. It appears the ever-busy Eudex Neuvillette doesn't wish to waste time with diplomatic pleasantries, and hopes that we can get straight to the point of our talk. Yes, as you surmised, understanding child's situation is indeed one of the goals of this trip. As we are both diplomats from Snezhnaya as well as Fatui harbingers, Child and I have always been colleagues. Were anything to happen in Fontaine, each of us would serve as the other's attorney to resolve the issue. So now, in my capacity as his attorney, I request that Child be turned over to Snezhnaya. We have a responsibility to cooperate with Fontaine and resolve what has happened to him together.
The rules governing attorneys only apply before a trial has concluded. Since a verdict has already been rendered, we see the case as settled. I apologize for being unable to grant your request.
An outright refusal. Very well. I respect all. Okay. Why don't we? You don't need to transfer Child to us. I only request to enter the fortress of Meripede to see Child and confirm his condition. It's not like you couldn't even manage to fulfill a simple request like that. Right, Miss Farina?
About that.
The fortress of Meripede has always been completely autonomous. Even we have no authority to interfere there, and diplomatic issues do not suffice as an excuse. However, If you absolutely must confirm the situation of the Harbinger, I have a proposal. I would like you to go to the Fortress of Meropide and investigate Child's disappearance. This was my proposal during our meeting with the Knave. Rather than allowing her to intervene, I offered to send someone to find out about Child's situation and report back to her in detail. The Knave did not seem satisfied by my proposal, but she still agreed to go along with it for the time being. Her words were, "We will talk more once we have that report."
So that means we bought ourselves some time.
Firstly, you're already acquainted with Child. Your eyes may discern relevant details there that others would miss. And secondly, is the consideration of the unique nature of the Fortress of Meropide.
Isn't it just Fontaine's prison?
Yeah.
I would not define it so crudely. The Fortress of Meropide is not affiliated with the court system of Fontaine on paper. It has always existed as an autonomous entity. Early in Fontaine's history, criminals were punished with exile, not imprisonment. Even today, sentences against convicted criminals still include exile, just as before. The Fortress of Meropide may seem like a prison, but it should in fact be regarded as a gathering place for exiles. All we do is dispatch guards to keep watch and help maintain security, but we have no right to get involved with any other matters. Although I do have a personal relationship with the administrator there, neither myself nor the courts have the right—
Oh, Paimon gets it now. That's why you need us to conduct our own investigation as a third party, right?
Correct. I will arrange false— So, are you two willing to accept my proposal?
Are we already?
I'm also really in prison.
So this is what it feels like to be a criminal in Fontaine.
You two seem to be taking this pretty well. It's rare to see convicts in such a good mood.
Things might be.
It's you, Madeline. Why'd they make you make the trip down here today?
Monsieur Neuvillette personally requested I escort these two convicts. I suppose he was concerned others might not be up to the task.
Well now, aren't you the lucky one?
Well, have you tried service with a smile? Who knows, it might help your professional reputation.
Yeah, right. As if. Every criminal comes through here looking miserable. How can I smile with such a toxic work environment? And even if I did smile at them, the convicts would probably just think that I'm some freak getting some kind of twisted enjoyment from their pain.
Oh, she's got a point.
Well, I've finished transferring you. You two will register here and
Yep. Okay, let me see. You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct?
That would be us.
Let me confirm your charges and sentence. Eating a cake specially prepared for the Archon by a Snezhnayan envoy without the Archon's permission, thereby incapacitating the political center of Fontaine for a brief period. Sentence: 45 days?
Huh? Wait, you mean the cake that Neuvillette gave us was...
Just looking at the charges, it seems you two are capable of causing some serious trouble. And considering how fond Lady Furina is of
diabetes,
this crime is tantamount to trying to assassinate the Hydro Archon herself.
Your name's... You okay, Jay? Yeah, I know. Yo, what's up? Also, these are quick spoilers. Requests. Yo. Alright,
So, are you one of the guards here? Is there anything we should be careful of while we're here? Did Paimon already ask something she wasn't supposed to?
Why should I tell you anything? What's in it for me? This is exactly why I can't stand you fish. I wouldn't even be doing this if it weren't for the credit coupons.
Bonus guys on the
Credit coupons?
Alright, seeing as you're not the annoying kind that's getting dragged in here crying and blubbering, I guess I can tell you a few things.
Thanks, man.
But next time, it'll cost you some coupons. Mora means nothing here. Here, we use credit coupons.
What?
Coupons can get you almost anything in the Fortress of Meripede. Desires? Fulfilled. You want power? No problem. Coupons can even change fate itself.
So, credit coupons are a currency that can only be used here?
It's not as simple as that. Like Moret said, everyone gets a chance at rebirth. No matter how much money or power you had before, it means nothing once you set foot inside the Fortress of Meripede. You have to start over and earn your coupons. Everyone starts from the same place, and you have a chance at a new, less terrible life. I guess that's the real purpose of the coupons. They symbolize true fairness and true justice. And this is also exactly why so many criminals choose not to return to the outside world, even after they've served their sentence.
Oh, so that's what the Fortress of Meripede is like. Huh. Paimon was under the impression that it'd be more like a prison.
It certainly ain't all sunshine and roses here, but it's also not the worst place to be. You'd better take a good look at the scenery now. It'll be the last chance you get for a while. After being away from the sunlight for so long, even the terrifying depths of the sea start to feel like home. It just stops feeling oppressive, you know? Oh, I'm actually an inmate like you two. Welcoming newcomers is a job I've picked up to earn some extra coupons.
That's fine. Oh, no.
Why aren't you answering this again?
Say child is recovered.
I've told you enough for free. Any more info is gonna cost you.
So all you care about is Mora! Wait, no. Coupons?
Oh.
So this is the actual entrance to the Fortress of Meripede? Huh. It looks like there are other new arrivals too. Oh, they sure don't look happy. Maybe we look too relaxed for fresh convicts. Oh, right. We're on someone else's territory now. We need to think of a good way to act like criminals to get by. If we're discovered, even Neuvillette might not be able to rescue us. Hey! Don't scare Paimon! Oh, Paimon's not ready for all this.
Look, I don't really know you, and I have no idea what kind of crime you committed, but you wouldn't have happened to anger someone important, did you?
Someone important?
Now's not the time to worry about that. Anyway, it's over there, so you just go on over there by yourself.
What was that all about? Wait a second. Are there usually so many garter mechs around here? They're already onto us?
Prisoners numbers 7459 and 7560. Welcome. Oh, no need to be anxious. These garter mechs aren't here to attack you. In fact, they're here as your honor guard. When I heard that you were friends of Monsieur Neuvillette, I had the guard mechs come and wait in formation.
Wait, you know about our connection with Neuvillette?
The seafloor isn't as cut off from the world as you might imagine. However, I'm afraid that I know nothing more than that you are friends of the Udex. And as you can see, committing a crime means being sentenced here, even if you're friends with the Chief Justice.
The Duke! Greetings, Your Grace! Lovely weather today, isn't it?
Oh, greetings, my good fellow. Well, I'm willing to imagine that the weather is as good outside the sea as you say it is. How great it would have been if only the Fortress of Meripede had been built on the coast, huh? It would have been so convenient to enjoy a nice chat in the sunshine.
My profuse apologies. I just got so nervous when I saw you,
So this is the Duke. He sure looks a lot younger than Paimon imagined.
The Traveler and Paimon, correct? Mr. Deacon here was responsible for your welcome. I trust you were satisfied with his guidance? Ah, I see. In that case, I regret to announce that Deacon here has just missed the best opportunity in his prison career to be promoted.
I admit that I was only thinking about the coupons. I'm sorry to have disappointed you, I had no idea you two were big shots who were worthy of speaking with His Grace. Losing out on such a big opportunity because I couldn't see past my own nose.
Plenty of time ahead, Deacon. There'll be more opportunities. Well, I believe that concludes the introductions. We've already taken enough time here.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take my...
Please, follow me. To make you feel more welcome.
He's going to personally give us a cure? No wonder Charlotte's so interested in him. He's one of those mysterious types.
There's no need to be so reserved. The label of criminal is nothing but one of many identities. And being criminally inclined here at the fortress is just one of many ways to survive.
Is it really okay for the warden to think like that?
Well, then maybe you'll... But before you go in swinging... Now, we've arrived at a very important place.
Welfare mule?
That's right. Criminals are essential to fortress op...
But that's not how it was. Back in the day, it cost you reward coupons just to get a cup of water here. For fish like you who just arrived with nothing, you'd have to go to work hungry until you earned enough coupons to eat. It was only after His Grace became the administrator that we got the free meal rule. Now everyone gets a square meal every day, even no-good slackers who've never picked up a wrench in their whole lives. Nobody starves to death here.
In the Fortress of Meripede, credit coupons are the only currency, and everything must be purchased. In some sense, you could say using the coupons is a form of trade. But trade is always conducted by people. So if we want trade here to prosper, we need everyone to work hard and live their lives. If nobody could even afford a meal, then the whole fortress would be up in arms. And that would only make things more difficult for me. So, rather than saying that we're giving everyone a free meal here, you should say that everyone's hard work has improved the living conditions in the Fortress of Meripede.
Your Grace's reasoning is correct, but what I said is also true. Whatever the case, hard work is rewarded here.
Right! Oh, wait, no. We shouldn't drop our guard so quickly. But it seems the inmates really respect the Duke because of his attitude, right?
Let's continue this way. This place is known as the Pancration Ring. Sometimes we have criminals who have more energy than they know what to do with. Their daily work alone isn't enough of an outlet for them. So, instead of leaving them to their own devices, we've provided them with this dedicated venue. This way, nobody will get involved unless they want to be.
Pancration matches? And you can earn extra coupons? Oh, what do you think?
But I must warn you that your sentence will be extended if you fail to restrain yourself and end up seriously injuring or killing your opponent.
So, did...
No, actually. Of course, the fees are also quite useful.
Oh. Do you mind if we ask what they're used for?
Sure. Ensuring personal safety, maintaining the arena, and resolving any conflicts that arise. Why? Are you interested in how to manage a pancration ring?
Oh, no. Pyro was just just wondering if that's how you paid for everyone's welfare meals.
A reasonable guess.
Oh, you hear that? Paimon has it.
That is something you can discuss between yourselves later. Let's move on for now.
Let's move on.
Continues over this way.
You really scared me there. I didn't expect to see you here, Your Grace. I thought maybe I was so tired from work that I was starting to see things.
The only thing you should be seeing is the work in front of you. Stay focused and keep up the pace. Oh? Is something the matter?
It's nothing. Paimon...
Weird. That is weird.
Time to go.
I got told that that was probably a fake. That could be a fake one. Like a fake release. I'm wondering if... Because they did, like, the characters did get
Time to go.
posted on, like, all the social medias. Again and again. On every single one, like, again. This time they were, like, more like, oh, it's the siege one. Oh, she's Hydra. Ah. And it shows us replaced with
Your Grace? What are you doing in the infirmary at a time like this? Oh no, you didn't injure yourself, did you?
Not yet, unfortunately for you. But thank you for your concern, Siegeween.
Then you must be here for those two.
Allow me to introduce you. This is the infirmary, and Siegeween here is the Fortress of Meripede's head nurse.
Hello, new faces. They call me the head nurse, but I actually handle all the nurse-related work all by myself down here.
Since you seem to have some rare downtime with no patients,
doing the things that I never would know. Treat me like what's these. Don't get me dirty. Love on me. Love.
Materials and resources.
What do you think of the food? Does it meet your expectations? Wow, it looks delicious! Neuvillette made it sound like living conditions in the Fortress of Meripede wasn't very good. Who would have guessed that criminals get to eat tasty food like this every day? Oh, isn't that the meal box that only super lucky people manage to draw? Seems like you two are quite fortunate.
it actually has nothing to do with luck in this case. I had a word with Walsey, so you didn't have to draw lots like everyone else.
Oh, you mean the meals are random? Yes, what you get to eat depends completely on your luck. You could say that it's a distasteful little game that Chef Walsey likes to play here in the cafeteria. Paimon knew it! If criminals got to eat tasty food like this every meal, the crime rate in Fontaine would skyrocket for sure! Excuse me, did I hear you mention Neuvillette just now? I've been wondering how he's doing. Is he busy with work? Has he been taking care of his health? He seems healthy no matter how you look at him. But he works so hard all the time, so it must be...
Sounds like he hasn't changed a bit. Looks like you can stop worrying so much, Siegeween.
Oh, that's good. But I still feel...
No news is good. Maybe next time I've got something... Well, we provide all kinds... Monsieur Neuvillette's character is unimpeachable. No matter the question, in light of that, I am quite willing to go out of my way to show respect and accommodate him. In fact, right now, I'm treating you two as guests invited by Monsieur Neuvillette. But unfortunately, I can only do so until the end of this meal. After this, you two will just be inmates here.
Oh, you're on the way. Oh.
You're very welcome.
He probably just finished... Lenny? Mr. Magician? Where are you? Oh, this had better not be some disappearing act.
over here. Oh, you scare so easily now?
You little... The only thing we're worried about was trying to find you.
Sorry.
Oh, Lynette! You're here too! You two really are inseparable.
That's right. My brother simply can't stand to be away from me.
Hey, yo.
It's not just Lynette. Fremine is also here.
Oh, you mean that diver from the House of the Hearth, right? Pyro remembers seeing him in the court of Fontaine before. Now hurry up and tell us, how did you end up as criminals this time? We fought so hard at court to prove you were innocent, but now it looks like our incredible court battle was for nothing!
Sadly, even the teeniest of things can land you in prison these days. I put together a street performance and used the popularity we gained from the Opera House incident to attract a big crowd.
And then?
Next, I invited several audience members to participate in the show. And then, with the entire audience watching, their wallet suddenly disappeared.
My brother was charged with theft, and I was charged as his accomplice, having assisted him in his crime.
It really isn't that bad. The missing wallets are all in the leftmost drawer of the Maison Gardiennage's big filing cabinet. We just need to see how long it takes to discover them.
Yep, we should be released then.
In terms of the magic trick itself, I think the performance went perfectly.
Leave it to Lenny to magic himself into prison.
Oh, no,
Indeed.
no.
Last time I hid my identity from you, I promised that I'd tell you absolutely everything if you were angry about it. No more secrets. So I don't plan on keeping anything from you this time either. At the moment, the House of the Hearth's interests don't conflict with yours at all. We were instructed by the father of our house, the Knave, to come here and conduct an investigation.
Told you so! See? Paimon guessed right.
As for what we're investigating, perhaps you haven't heard. Some even say that the entire fortress exists just to protect it. The House of the Hearth has been investigating this for a very long time, trying to uncover its mysteries. But recently, all of our informants, including the ones that had infiltrated the guards, suddenly vanished and have not been heard from since. We believe that this is a direct provocation, and it's the father has somehow managed to confirm that Focalors does not have Fontaine's gnosis.
Huh? How did she manage to learn information that important?
Father has her ways.
It was this information that led us to suspect that Fontaine's gnosis might be in the fortress.
So it's all about the gnosis again.
Well, that's about it from our side. How about...
Bingo! The Knave has been applying a lot of pressure. She wants to know what happened to Child, so we came here to investigate. Traveler, are we allowed to tell them?
You don't need to worry too much about that. She's just asking for a report on Master Child's predicament as a means of pressuring you. Father used this situation as a pretext to negotiate with two high-ranking officials in the court of Fontaine. She actually just wants to be able to make concessions on this matter for gains elsewhere.
Sometimes you need an excuse to do things you otherwise couldn't. And a harbinger is more valuable than you might imagine.
Kidding.
Guys, I'm asleep.
something on your mind. Is that it? Oh, Child's vision! Maybe the vision connected Child's consciousness to yours. And our So what did you see in the dream? Do you know where Child went? Huh. What's more important now is that it's the start of another new day. What's the plan for today? Huh? Let's go!
Look who decided to show up! Get your butts in gear and get to work. Time's a-wasting. Your job is you step on the pedal.
Did you just ask about the rules? Pretty sharp for newcomers. You've already heard about the rules, huh? Who'd you hear it from? Alright, truth is, you two keep working like this?
Huh? Wait, there's even a rule about...
Well, it's usually not that easy to break one up. If you work continuously in the production zone for 3 days, and if all you do besides eating and sleeping, then something bad will happen during lunch on the 3rd day.
Huh? Like what? Oh, don't scare Paimon!
If I knew that, then I wouldn't be standing here talking.
Even you have never tried working 3 days like that before?
There's actually a legend about this rule. They say that there was a worker who worked way harder than me. He was both efficient and eager on the job, and most other workers couldn't hold a candle to him. One time, he tried to test his limits and worked as long as he could. Then during lunch on the 3rd day, he disappeared into thin...
What the? How could that happen?
Unfortunately, we were assigned different production zones. I never saw for myself what he looked like.
Wait, are you thinking that it was... Huh?
Oh? You...
Yeah, I agree with Chief here. Do you really want to try? Alright, if you insist. Paimon wonders what we'll get... Wait! What? What in the world is this? Is this stuff... meat? But it looks and feels so... What do you think is going on? Is this the bad thing that Rowan was talking about? No, stop right there. Paimon gets what you mean, just don't... Hey! Isn't that Woolsey over there? Hey, Woolsey! Have a moment?
What is...
It's about the meat in our meals.
The meat? Oh, that. Looks perfectly fine to me.
How could this be fine? Hey, don't leave! You barely... what should we do now? Woolsey wouldn't even give us the time... Yeah, looks like we have no other... What would you like to do this... Yeah.
Just like His Grace said, paying attention to every little detail is the key to prosperity.
Wind Strider!
There we go.
Siege Wing? Aren't you supposed to be in the infirmary? What are you doing in the production zone? Hello, Traveler. Paimon? Everyone's usually busy around now, and we don't have any patience to look at. Enjoy? It's really worth watching. Are you talking about pets or people? Oh, I can see why you think that, but you shouldn't jump to conclusions. See, we Melazines are a different species, and we see the world very differently from humans. It's very easy for me to observe everyone's condition. All it takes is one look, and I can tell which workers are exhausted. Wait, Melazines can see that? Huh. That does sound useful for being a nurse. Yes. Running around to take care of your body and make sure we'll definitely...
Time to go.
Huh? Rowan? What are you doing here, Chief?
I was injured a bit just now. Nothing major, I think I just pulled something. Little mishaps like this are unavoidable at work, you know?
Huh. Paimon wouldn't have thought someone as experienced as the Chief would still get hurt on the job.
I just knew you would say that. This is pretty embarrassing. Where's Siegeween when you need her anyway? The one time I need to make a quick trip to the infirmary.
Oh, you mean she wasn't in the infirmary?
Yeah. The rumors say that there's never anybody in the infirmary in the half hour before lunch, and nobody knows where Siegeween gets off to.
Huh. That's actually really strange. Siegeween's always super dedicated to her work. Where else would she possibly go?
Forget it. I can take care of a small sprain like this on my own anyway. No need.
Hey, look! That suspicious guy peeking into the infirmary just now. Are they a fan of... He must have dropped this. The Melazine perceive the world as a result, their sense of aesthetics and beauty... Ooh, this all sounds... And as for the note... Oh, you want to stop investigating? Okay. So after working a few days straight, has our investigation turned... Really? And it looks like that part of the investigation is... Well... The dawn of a new... What do you have planned for... After working here... But doing the same thing all the time can get old pretty quickly. Yeah, it's good to kick... Just a regular meal set. Guess Paimon shouldn't get her hopes up. What would you like to do this? Maybe we'll be able to find some leads there.
Oh, you must be the Traveler, huh? Sorry, mate, but competitors as strong as you are prohibited from participating. I don't make the rules, mind you, but I was given very... Even convicts value their lives, don't they? I hope you can understand. But we have a game here that'll let you show off your strength, and you'll even earn some credit coupons in the process. What do you think?
And if we lose the game...
Of course. That's the cruel reality facing every competitor in a place like the Pancration Ring. Okay, great. The targets in front of you will pop up one after another. You'll need to hit the targets in the same order that they popped up. If you can complete a few rounds in a row, the second you mess up the order, you'll lose. The game costs 300 credit coupons to have it go. So, thanks for your patronage, mate. Now...
Okay, do your best to hit the targets, just like Colin said!
Your strength, really. Nobody who values their life would... However, just go talk to Root.
But we don't know anything about the fighters. How can we possibly know who to support?
That's normal. Just watch it.
He's got a point. Why don't we give it a try?
Bet at random.
Huh? We shouldn't...
What? I never even picked a boxer before, and you're... might as well tell you. Besides, I don't want to... Okay. Something bad.
So the rule is... and... oh...
How would I know? But I've heard it. According to the room, however, and after that, in his eyes...
So you mean... it's like...
No, he was always...
Traveler, do you think that boxer was... Huh?
You're not... Look, here I...
Yeah, it sounds pretty scary to Paimon.
I was paying attention.
Betting on both fighters will set you back about 3,000 credit coupons.
Huh? I could... maybe you don't...
Oh, no need. We're aware that we're...
Alright.
Yeah. Seems we had a productive day.
Hey, Traveler, Paimon. Package here for you. The next time you buy something, go pick it up yourself. I'm not a delivery man, you know.
Huh? A package? For us? Did you buy something, Traveler? Paimon's not quite awake yet, so why don't you go take a look? All right! Yesterday we broke the hidden rule and bought tickets for both boxers. Oh, maybe this pack... Paimon suddenly feels wide awake. Wait, maybe let Paimon go hide somewhere first. Just call Paimon after... Hey, wait! Paimon's still here! Don't open it! Ah!
What are you so scared about?
Huh? Oh, it's just a small bottle. But the color of the liquid inside looks so wrong. Almost like... Alright, that's enough of that. No need to say it out loud. Paimon already knows what you're trying to say. Ugh! No way! Get that stuff away from Paimon! Paimon thinks we shouldn't open the bottle.
Blood?
If there's no way to send it all out, it Maybe I'll never get a chance to leave.
Who are you? We've never seen you before.
I'm not!
Then...
I'm a promoter.
Oh!
After discussing the... However, in light of our... let me take a moment and recall his exact words. I'm just gonna stop you there and say no. If anything, I'm saving you time. It seems you don't fully understand the value of credit coupons here, nor do you understand the value of your own products. The former is because you are from the overworld. That's understandable, and I don't blame you for that. But as for the latter, only someone monumentally stupid, so breathtakingly stupid, that they were completely ignorant of the value of credit coupons, despite living... Anyway, that's how...
well...
Fine.
Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
Hey, I heard you crazy fools really did it. You bought tickets to support both fighters, didn't ya?
Well, the next day we received a mysterious package.
So it is real. You didn't become cursed or anything like that, did ya?
Paimon's not sure. What do you... Oh, okay. Well...
Yeah, you... Still, I didn't expect you would actually do it. You'd actually...
Even if we bought tickets like everybody else, it's not like we could hope to earn any coupons. When it comes to things like this, it's always the organizer who makes the real profits.
Hey, just what are you trying to imply? The Pancration Ring is an honest business, and we really don't make much from selling tickets. We make so little that even the current tournaments can only be held thanks to funding from the producer of Fanta.
Oh, so it's the company that manufactures Fanta sponsoring the events? Hey, maybe not.
Yeah, I'm really
Every page has the Fanta code. Okay. Oh, you're right. Guess there's nothing to worry about then. Let Paimon have a look here. Without assistance from the Fontaine Research Institute, development of the new product has been slow, and some researchers on the project have voiced concerns. We have no choice but to let the new product undergo the first phase of promotional trials without a designated name or packaging. We will adjust the direction of future development according to feedback. We have decided to only conduct closed, small-scale trials. Sure doesn't seem like anything unusual. The company is just trying to develop some new products besides Fanta. But it sounds let's put these papers back where we found...
Make strange sounds.
Something even more terrible.
A group of cannibals.
Cannibals? In the Fortress of Merit?
Every month, I meet a few times.
Yeah, I'm doing alright. Stream is going good. Oh, are they the cannibals? Oh no.
Traveler, come on, wake up! Oh, it looked like you were just peacefully sleeping to Paimon. Well, what did you see this time? Really? So we're finally...
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's about time for us to get moving. Just...
What? I know you. You were the ones we saw.
Huh. You've got guts showing up here. You know who we are, right?
You'd better leave now. Ain't nobody coming here to save you.
What'd you say? Yeah, so what if they were? If you push us, we can make those rumors a reality at any time.
Hey, what's the point of...
I don't have to tell you anything.
Yeah, scram. Nothing worth seeing here. Huh? What did you...
Isn't that exactly what Boss said when he left?
Hey, do you know our boss? Whoa. We had no idea our boss was such a big deal. So, did he have you come here?
Oh, so your child's crew here?
We're the only ones who heard him say those words when he left that night. So, Oh.
Wow, those dreams of yours sure come in handy.
We gave him the business for a while and would always give him a hard time when he first came to. But here in the fortress, the strong, he was working the longest hours and racking up wins in the pancreation ring. You could always see how amazing he was, even when he was teaching us a lesson. So eventually, we all decided to follow him.
But one day, he suddenly told us that he had to find a way to escape this place, no matter the... And as his crew, so, we just wanted to give him a...
Oh, but hasn't...
Because as far as we know, the pipe he went into isn't actually an exit. It leads to an abandoned factory area, and even... But Boss still insisted on going in. It's like... So we told him that we'd pretend as if he never existed while he was gone, and that if he wanted to come back, he should wait for nighttime on a pipe cleaning day. That way, we could meet him here and help cover the whole thing up.
So you come and wait here
Yeah.
Nothing could ever...
Okay.
Alright. Keep quiet and follow us.
That's nice.
The way up from here has been sealed off. It's impossible to get through. Boss left by going down from here. It wasn't full of water at the time. Later, we came back hoping to have a look. That's what... It's impossible to...
Do you think
Not likely. We all know that Boss was an incredible...
Really?
It's getting late.
Yeah.
Just dive down. Look. Okay.
We finally... When you said... Ugh, fortunately, though, now that we can finally...
Nice. Oh.
Look! There are some people talking over there! Let's listen in on the conversation.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Oh yeah,
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. We're marked for life.
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
What kind of filthy bilgewater are you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that. Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me. Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
And what makes you think they'd want to hire someone like you?
it's not open.
It's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say? That's true.
Yeah.
Hey, you over there?
Yo, what's up?
Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
You TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with alright. No pressure.
So that exists. Mint businesses. Stonks.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people usually come here to fight?
Whether you're throwing down cards, there are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, sure.
Great!
I thought you would have already heard.
Why don't you pick? Whoop.
Alright. Have you heard any strange Ben, did you know?
No, years ago.
Yeah, so you've already met those two. They're quite a pair. They always keep an eye out for the latest. I heard that there used to be a chef and a bartender before they were sent down here. You know how bartenders are, always chatting with customers. And chefs love to pass the time just hanging out when they're not cooking.
Good to know.
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear. Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
Huh?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though. To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie. A forbidden zone?
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no.
Anything else?
Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny.
That look in your eyes. You found something?
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention.
I swear it looks different in the...
Huh. I'd have never guessed that my son... He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for.
So I know it became so famous after the whole...
Unfortunately, this isn't an... Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
Well,
also, we never heard of Natlin like, for like the whole journey.
He's working today. Coming here as a... It's the least I can do, honestly.
It's
I'm
probably
far more impressed by
inhabitable,
you guys
right?
managing to... Now, let me think. And if he's to do that, he'll have...
You can even estimate how long it'll take?
We've been working together for... Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it. Oh, and there's just one last... Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make... Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend...
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off. Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs. You've mentioned several investigate the internals, but also there's no need to take risks.
But that's not a bad thing, right? All right, then we'll head out and...
Let's go our separate ways.
Yeah. Hey. Hey, just... Yeah, I need a way to,
Someone! Please help!
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep
Little
breath
one?
before you begin.
You can't chat. Says you.
The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Freezing limbs, twitching fingers. Let me take a look. Please lie down
Ooh.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
If I hold on your shoulder, you'll collapse.
You can do it, traveler. Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you. My checkup has confirmed that he's not in any mortal danger. Oh, that... I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please. Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here? And here? Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there should... What about here? Does this hurt? I understand. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up. Miss Levine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now.
Thank you for so.
Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are your...
Alright, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record now. Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we... So his primary symptoms are abdominal pain with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything... Alright then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, his base constitution... Got it! Pyro! Oh, you're going to take a nap already?
Oh, yes, that.
Today's the day! Let's go meet up with Vinny!
Time to go.
You mean to do that?
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to...
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Expected Siegewin isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
Seriously, a whole sentence. Could she have found a lead and follow it?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan, unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around.
Okay.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here!
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving...
This is...
Is that all? The back!
Show me! Now!
That look on your face! Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No! Could she have...
Wriothesley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since!
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Neuvillette, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though. I'd like to know that too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic, just think everything over. I have to... Wait, you're right. The fact that Freminet was able to leave the grounds... Could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Freminet leave like that?
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Freminet. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible...
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. Don't be like this, Lenny. Freminet wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them. I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler...
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back!
Oh god.
He's rushed out the door! After him!
I'm gonna go follow him. You were here.
Right. I feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require it.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time. Huh?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably...
Do to my sister!
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to...
Is he trying to trick me into... You knew we were investigating the As for Freminet... No, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Freminet has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Freminet is not.
He's not? What do you really...
Lenny!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me. Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Freminet should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So...
Wait, you can't mean you locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world.
Freminet's a star diver, so...
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Freminet is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no-man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a Harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Farina have already received many samples as gifts.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no... Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Linny!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Freminet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5...
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up.
Wriothesley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws. Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
A hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal.
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone... Alright, now for my next... There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
Hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange, blood-colored liquid.
Acknowledge the effort you've put in, although based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company. Alright, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Wriothesley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette and Freminet never even crossed your mind. You'll pay for this!
Linny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sijuin. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace.
Sijuin? The Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
See, Wayne, you...
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Neuvillette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties. But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? But I really am just doing what Monsieur Neuvillette told me to do. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace?
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. What are you talking about?
Take me if you want, but let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sigewinne.
You...
I believe I hear footsteps.
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss Clarande. My door.
Fremine. Fremine.
What's going on? What is Clarande doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linny. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the...
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like...
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup.
I'll talk to Clarande while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Do you not have hairdryers anywhere?
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh,
Where is she?
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon. Fremine?
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the...
Yeah, I'll take him from...
On it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him.
He's awake. Fremine, how do you feel?
Linny... Lynette...
We're all here.
Where... am I?
The infirmary, at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Fremine. And you are no longer in any danger. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler... Paimon... It's been so long. The sea! There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it. Pipes.
Towards on PTSD.
Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone. But there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and...
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Miss Clarande, you say? I must go thank her in person.
You're still too weak, Fragence. You can go after you've had some more rest.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry.
A guest? Then I can assume Risley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with...
No, please go on without me.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring my...
Understood.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you.
Thank you.
Excuse me?
I take it Mr. Fremenet's condition has stabilized?
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but...
I wanted to check up on...
Mostly fine.
If you don't mind.
All right.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
Come on. Come on.
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten? Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals...
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
Sway.
They came here with ulterior motives.
Hey,
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape. But in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance. I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went, so I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you?
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremenet has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise. The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's...
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself? Another...
Oh, right! Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Clarande down here?
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work. As a champion duelist, Miss Clarande could be considered to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
And saving Fremenet was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that...
Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special. What a huge door!
There are 3 such... Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Well,
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this.
I start noting things down. I'm not, man! I'm not, my bro. I'm not. They just randomly deleted.
Switch on the side!
Stand back.
They just randomly disappeared! They just randomly disappeared, like... it disappeared like my phone.
They all just went up one by one!
Go on, have a look.
No, they disappeared. They just disappeared, like, I have no clue. Maybe Twitch deleted them. Yeah, think of that. Think of that, yeah? Think about that, Twitch deleted them. Yeah, teachers among you, I agree.
I've... What lies beyond that? leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally. Normally, I would have ignored it. I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Any very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that and the symptoms that Freminet displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial.
The concentration?
And that is precisely the problem. Yes.
But forget about the two of us. Not even
Did he actually get Paimon since like that?
Delicious. Paimon wants seconds.
Oh no. She's hallucinating again, bro.
Out of my way! Get out of my way!
What happened? Why is it?
No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
The hell? What on earth is going on?
What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Hey, what's wrong with these people?
They're here! Yeah, there you are!
Oh, thank goodness!
Quisto and Lavaroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong. Lavaroon was saying—
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up?
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us. Yeah, he said to get us—
Oh no, it can't be that thing!
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey!
We have to go find the Duke! You two just go and get out! Go on without us!
We have to do something about
this. Hey! Be careful!
Attention! Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
Yo, where is he? Did the ship move?
They're here.
Just like I said.
What's happening? I just spawned in. What's going on?
You're just
Is that a bomb?
But be ready to run.
Is that primordial water? Run. Oh, he's gonna freeze it! Oh no.
3, 2, 1.
Thank God he made it safe.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense. The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.
Yeah. No, he's safe.
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Don't say he's gonna sacrifice
Sure you don't
his
need a
life.
hand?
Quite sure.
You
Wow.
sure?
So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
Sounds about right.
Thankfully he wasn't gonna get dissolved in the water.
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day. This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
Nice.
This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been
Oh yeah.
Let me guess. We're
what is
safe.
it? He said
Indeed. I win
Fox
this
is
bet.
gonna return.
You owe me a...
Very well. It was.
You made a
Seems
bet?
like 1.0.
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for a.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Thank
There's something called Neon Valorant, and we also have
I hope everything went smoothly.
Carbon.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course,
That's what I'm on guard.
you lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede.
We've all been working very hard.
You mean Ridesley. He's a tricky one, by the way, and you can just... You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most... should know the rest. Lenny's group is quite close to you, so it wouldn't mean any... I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Iudex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon. But now, that doesn't seem right to me either. I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, of course, it is how. Don't you think Fontaine is quite ultimately, though? You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday. He certainly returned quickly.
Neuvillette?
For now, yes. Thank you for protecting Farina. To put it simply... So as expected, the permission granted.
Whoa. You can't...
If by the phrase, you guide, I believe so. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn.
Huh?
You may be close.
Oh? And what do you think? The dragon of... Huh?
Please do not.
We were just guessing,
You...
there's...
Please, go ahead.
Well, then since Fontaine's
None of the... They say that when...
There are 7...
The dragon sovereign... In any case, given the status...
Oh.
I still have some urgent...
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. We'll see you another time.
Take care.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer... being... Huh? How did you know? Hey, that's not... It's like... There are so many bad things. You're counting Paimon today? Then let's ask... the last time we should be safe. Alright then. Good night to you, Traveler.
Really still haven't found Shod yet. Here we are. Is he drowning? Is that gonna be the weekly boss? Alright, so the quest is now done. So, thank you guys for watching the stream. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone!